it up to liquid. Put in the secret ingredients, stir it and then mix it. Put your heart into it, turn off the burner when it looks like blood. When it cools it turns to gold, that's how an alchemist cooks with mud. He left the gold in the pan cause it's a trickster like hope. He said what's the use of wealth without emotions to cope? Grief leads to acceptance, anger leads to clarity, fear leads to safety, and joy leads to sincerity. Life is always listening, do you fill its ears with toxins? I spoke paragraphs of poison, I built walls and got boxed in. Welcome to my prison, I built worlds that I got lost in. I used to drive forklifts and freestyle a self-proclaimed false prophet. My pen's a magic wand, I turn all my bars into gold. People came far and wide, chisel me free while their pockets got full. Escape artists, I wrote this with Houdini's rusty shackles. I'm trying to find the magic in failing, or maybe he transcended channels. I melted them and turned them into keys to change the narrative. Find the heaven in yourself, cause there's hell in comparisons. I saw a tree that grew through a fence, let the lesson be known. Some problems can't be solved, only outgrown. Let fear be your compass, feel the pain, stop trying to numb it. What you seek is seeking you, turn around, stop running from it. Scuba diving in spiritual sewage, this shit, I swim through it. All memory is mythology, it just depends on how we use it. I'm trying to undo the aloneness, my demons, I know them. I set them free and also up the label that controlled them. The dead leaves of the tree fertilize the soil that grows them. I'm finding nutrients in the dead parts of me, learning to decompose them. We ask if there's life after death, but is there life after birth? How many of us work for others' dreams, feeling robbed of our worth? I found parts of myself that were frozen out of frosted inside. Only that which can destroy itself is truly alive.
Paulo's path. Paulo's path.
I'm not trying to climb the charts, I'm exploring the abyss where they chase clouds to buy hits. I'm searching for Chris. I search the past and the future and cracked open the present. I search the broken parts of me, my body's planned obsolescence. I walked down low asking for guidance and help. I sat by a cottonwood tree and embraced the silence it held. The Tao say you never really catch what you chase, and my grandma used to say the answers in front of your face. I used to chase a red fox in my alley growing up, so I went back to the alley and waited for him to show up. I waited with the dried paint and the gasoline stained gutters. They have memories of my blood and tears from my mother. Adrenaline in my throat, I saw a shadow approach. A street light flickered, it wasn't a fox but a ghost. He started laughing, he said, what are you afraid of? He said, I'm a shapeshifter, every element I am made of. He turned into a fox and brushed against my leg. He said, I always try to help through the mistakes that you made. You remember when you stole those display shoes at the mall? I was a puddle on the tile that made the cop fall. He said, I've been your mentor but you never wanted to listen. Like when you and Rick were stealing rims and bullets came whizzing. He said, I taught you how to steal, break rules and live life. That's how you stole Prometheus fire and put it in the mic. I helped you poke holes in routine, question authority. I am chaos, a dancing star who curses conformity. I dwell in between the sacred and the profane. I am the great pretender, the masquerader with no name. I'm not good or evil, I'm the giver and destroyer. I'm not friends with the devil or God, I just annoy her. Sometimes I turn into a spider and make webs in your home to remind you of symmetry when you're feeling alone. I'm the skunk you smell in the night, a shadow evasive. I make synchronicities feel like fate, I'm very persuasive. Doubt is the first step to change, the second is fear. I can shapeshift to a monster, but the scariest is a mirror. He said you can deceive others, but never deceive yourself. Many succeed by building walls out of shame and guilt. He said if you want to make it, you need to learn to laugh at yourself. Like that one time he cashed a fake 50 at Taco Bell. Asked if he was my mentor, he said he was an agent of mischief. He said I can't be defined, now let's go find what Chris is.
Paulo's path. Paulo's path.
Crack like pop rocks, there was clouds around the moon like it was smoking hot box. Walking his old neighborhood where people got chalked like hopscotch. His friend got 2 in the head like Botox when the cop shot. He said we need to open your heart and soul, it's in a lockbox. Let me introduce you to my friend Joe, he's got a spiritual chop shop. We got to his boarded up garage, I heard a beer can tumble. The Budweiser prophet came out as he stumbled. Barely 5 foot, he held a ridge with oil stained dickies. He petted the fox and said with a slur, you're a fool to pick me. The fox said we're looking for Chris, but his soul's trapped. Joe said you take yourself too serious, first you need to laugh. Laughter's above wisdom, if you stop laughing, you stop living. Abandon reputation, you'll find yourself when you go missing. A wise person can admit they're a fool, arrogance is a tumor. A fool speaks a harsh truth, but marinates in my humor. The jester was in control, distracting the king with bills. He hid behind the laugh that kept the king in a golden jail. Comedy's a fragile shield, words with smiles are always heard. Like when the clowns shouted fire, they all laughed, the theater burned. They walked to Mosquito Pond by the radio tower, where the bats slept in the day, where the city festered sour. The stars reflected off the pond, the mosquitoes cosmic dancers. He said to travel realms, swim with the stars and salamanders. He said jump in the unknown, find the kingfisher for the answers. As he swam, he felt his social mass crackle and fracture. He found the bird on the bottom with a twisted up beak, next to a rusty grail, then it started to speak. It said find your wound in the filth that will be found. He dug through the litter and worms in the slimed up ground. The bird started laughing and said, why are you searching? You are the wound, you're in it, that's why you can't find where it's hurting. He woke up soaked in Joe's garage, it smelled like Jack and antifreeze. Centerfolds on his wall, he heard dick jokes and profanities. Joe laughed and said some travel doesn't require anatomy. Did he overdose on reality and wake up in fantasy? Joe held a white rose and drew a zero on the table. He gave him a shot to destroy inner castles and fairy tales. He said hold failure in your hand till it turns into a key. You must wander the endless return till you decide who to be. He saw broken computers, antennas, forms of amplification. Joe said you need to travel realms, I have a machine in the basement. It looked like an obsolete photo booth with a Hyundai seat. It felt like he had been there before, but the memory's incomplete. Joe laughed and said rabbit hole resident, enjoy the voyage. Just remember, time travel can cause paranoia. The stars faded, the sun yawned, a union of opposites. The machine turned to particles, I guess we're all composites of us.
Paulo's path. Paulo's path. Paulo's path.
The circuit breaker popped, all he saw was a spark. He fell out the photo booth, stumbling in the dark. He walked up the stairs yelling, what the fuck happened? He didn't time travel, amnesia just kidnapped him. He walked by McCoy's to the house he grew up in. The red fox was in front, he says it's unlocked, let's go in. He hadn't been there since the bank foreclosed it and stole it. Tears were flowing down his face, he couldn't control them. Each tear made a hole in the floor, a spiral staircase emerged. He heard the screams of Chris in the abyss, his anger surged. The fox said you need to die to the world to travel there. You could experience spiritual death, the soul is fragile there. He put his meat suit on the coat rack and left a shadow there. He grabbed his mic and pen in case he had a battle there. The stares at eyes and hair and wounds that ooze. With each step they screamed his secrets and disturbing truths. He couldn't tell up from down, the eyes stared with suspicion. He got to it like in tears and blood and swam through the human condition. He walked through the roots of a tree, he wondered how far he fell. Cause no tree could reach heaven unless its roots touch hell. He saw a door made of flames with abandon all hope on the welcome mat. It's true hell is hot, but it's usually the truth that melts a man. Stars say hell is other people, demons peeking into people. I think he meant you'll see yourself if you stare in the keyhole. He saw 9 circles of layers, he heard cries of anguish. Maybe hell was those onions he was chopping on his day shift. He walked by the indecisive and found the home of the poets. They said to play a hero is to play a corpse that thinks he's heroic. He saw a scroll of his search history full of lust and gluttony, self-indulgent. He saw a money counter and a serpent in a money tree. Suddenly he saw Habiki and pills that threatened his recovery. Luckily he wrote himself out of the handcuffs and custody. He saw each pill he took actually chopped down ancient trees. I saw the connection of self-destruction with nature and me. He ran from the falling trees and treachery and hid in a cave. I couldn't see anything but it felt like a frozen lake. The poets wrote of an imagined light in the cavern. The mic became a lantern, he could finally see what happened. He saw a man frozen in the middle, he said you know my name. If I showed you my true form, you burst into flames.
Paulo's path. Paulo's path. Paulo's path.
Yeah. He walked up the stairs, a frozen lake was in his room. Red spider lilies grew and then they started to bloom. He saw the man in the ice, he said I'm at peace in my tomb. He said you don't need to go below, hell always comes to you. Welcome to pandemonium, panic where paradise is lost. He had snake eyes like a paradise for tongue in the frost. He asked the man who he was, he said I'm your evil within. I used your weakness against you, I gave you archetypes of sin. I have many names, accuser, tempter, deceiver, trickster. I'm the oil in the water that divides up the mixture. I used to be a demon, now they call me a demon. I'm the pride of the evening, I'm the morning star Venus. I'm the dragon that Michael fought, the underworld final boss. I'm the one who gave Joe boys for messing with my pot. I'm the doubter God, the doubter God, who fell out the house of God. I shout at God, I question authority with the sprout of thought. My town is hot, revolutionary, it's me you should applaud. My mouth is hot, the world's a camel, I'm the drought in the straw. Fuck a neuroscientist, I gave you free will. Your mind is a canvas, you can paint heaven or hell. I watch you paint the hopeful and horrific, poetic and mythic. I'm the home of the thinkers, a prolific, autonomous misfits. Skeptic, scientifics, quantum physics to be specific. I'm in your mind, analytic, terrific, I'm in your lyrics. That's why you keep dropping more joints than meniscus. I take your anger and convert it like catalytic. You spit it, and the bar's acidic. That's why they spread parasitic. You work for me, admit it. For fame, your soul, you would risk it. To go to hell, you need to become hell. That's how you got a ticket. I'm your inner critic, I'm desiring shame that you inhibit. I gave you the idea, you had the knife, you were complicit. I could give you eternity, this life is just a snippet. Just sign here in your blood, get some ink with the wrist slit. I asked for the scissors and I took his wings and clipped him. He just started laughing, then he turned into a mirror. His locks are on the inside, the metaphor is clear. Hell was having a rave, Hieronymus, Bosch, Mosh pit. Cerebrus was eating souls, I washed as a dog spit. I woke up in the jaws of the cold as a frost bit. The fox said we need to find Chris, we lost him.
Paulo's path. Paulo's path. Paulo's path.
Yeah. We've been looking for Christmas and thought the devil had him. I've been running through caverns trying to find a phantom to grab them. I've been running the opposites. Awareness said you got this shit. We run into your city and we leave it in Acropolis. Ever since the second highest mountain, I'm obnoxious. The first is a pile of demons I killed. I'm on top of it. I kick, spit rhymes, I flip, I karate chop. The grim reaper green from all the bodies I got. Every day's training day, hit the pad like the wooden man post. Till I turn it into splinters and I battle its ghosts. Every day's leg day, I'm sprinting 7 stories, running up a mountain and souls all the way to purgatory. Do you hold the sword or does the sword hold you? A spirit said if you love anger, then revenge will control you. I licked him in the eye, sliced him, he folded in two. The fox said Bosch, Still Sharpen Bar, you're back to the old you. My eyes are red lightsabers, I'm swinging like Anakin. I'm an alchemy advocate on some abracadabra shit. A journal, my pen, I stab it, I'm throwing bars like javelins. I hit him like Madden, I sack him and toe tag. My bars run through your White House, have you running like Madison. Body the whole cabinet and show you who the baddest is. Crossing off names on every page on my battle list. Rage is my catalyst, they don't know what practice is. They only know what sadness is and how to be inadequate. Dirty lab graduate, sniper scope accurate. My heart is an amulet with beautiful cracks in it. I'm at the Big Bang and the black hole really had a kid. Every day I slice with the pen, I'm squaring the circle. I slit down throat, I heard it tearing and gurgled. I'm repairing the hurtful chant spills through the verbal. My medicine herbal, my language music universal. I'm a poet like Virgil, spit bars like Inferno. Blasting through the fakes in their Carhartt thermal. I know the art of war, so I'm scaring all the colonels. They running like chickens, so I fry their external. I'm just bending these letters, trying to make something useful. I disarmed my demons when I started being truthful. He ran towards the devil on top of the tower. The 3 heads laughed and said our final encounter. Swelled, he rode to the depths of himself where his anchor dwelled. Time travel with strange spells, memories my brain held. We abandon magic and replace it with pain pills. I listen to the rain spill, I vow to remain ill. I believe in quantum physics, but we're not the same silly. Saw an eagle on top of a California hotel. I'm catching more bodies than the Reaper selling wholesale. The devil looked at him with his 3 faces. He said I'm the unexplored corner, so your mind face it. I said I don't bring peace, but the sword of judgment. He said point a finger, 3-point back, don't you love it? Send an army of departed souls, I turn them into particles. I kick a Leonidas flow, my bars like a Spartan. No, I'm spitting cannonballs like maritime nautical. Deeper than the garden gold, Paulo's path, gospel flow. I burned every contract that I got from Mephistopheles. The devil told me that I should make my wrist bleed, but instead I cut the trigger and I let the pistol bleed. My heart's where the dark crystal be, demons failing miserably. My tongue where the missiles be, my bars hit proficiently. If you look the devil in the eye, you'll see his soul is Ridley. He said I gave you purpose, no villain, no hero. He said I'm poetry, I'm in all the songs that you wrote. I said you're a resentful tyrant, a traitor and a sadist. I'm an evil scientist, in the lab of words I slay them. He said when you fight a monster, you often become it. It's hard to feel when you've only known pain and how to numb it. I made you rise up, I trained and entertained you. I gave you imaginary enemies to process blame through. Heaven isn't up, you get there by going through hell. You get here by speaking self-hate, every word is a spell. Light can't exist without the dark, I'm your counterpart. To leave you need to integrate the evil and encounter the dark. I'm the whisper in your louder parts as well where the doubters are. I'm the gun that sounded the spark, the residue and powder marks. I keep the blood pumping for those who never found a heart. I'm a drought cause without a flood there's no power of an ark. He said free will and satisfaction, I gave you it all. How could you experience redemption without this fall? I'm part of you, I'm part of the stars. You need to live with me, you'll never grow unless you learn to accept failure with dignity. He said I tempted you, I was the stones in your path. The devil can't be captured, you can only balance his wrath. I said hell is really when you lose the power to choose. You existed to rebel instead of making something new. I took the apple that he gave to Eve and threw it in his face. And I took the one that hit Newton and crushed him with time space. I made geometry with my sword, the true image of God. I clapped him with fractals, it became chaos and fog. I turned the devil to a mirror to be devoured by eyes, but all I saw was my reflection of cowardly lies. He said I never had Chris, he's been captive in your soul. He said you hid him away to protect him long ago. Paulo's path became a portal to my inner chamber. Treasures only found in the realm of danger.
Paulo's path.
He stepped through the doorway, he felt the presence of a person. He said darkness is your candle, on his head he wore a turban. He said be curious, darkness will not drown you. Begin the journey into yourself, you'll see that you found you. You cannot run your shadow, but sometimes it's in the front. He said you are yourself, all the demons that you hunt. You've been washing wounds with blood and acting alive. Enough talk of being on some path, let the way itself arrive. He threw his broken soul compass, I heard the glass shatter. He sat down in the darkness laughing like nothing mattered. Cause there's no song you can make, a substance you could take to make the anxiety go away and make you feel safe. You gotta sit with the feelings, breathe them and work through them, or your body will storm. If you ignore them, it'll ruin you. He thought, but if my devils leave me, what will I be left with? He said you're scared of uncertainty, it's fear you're obsessed with. He walked barefoot over the broken glass of his heart and levitated in the air and reassembled its shards. He saw his friend's coffin, he saw the milligrams that got him. He saw his friend's ashes and sarcomas and masses. He saw the bank putting a lock on his family home. He saw the pain he boxed up cause the truth he couldn't rationally own. He saw his friend's name on the news barricaded in his home. When the cops came in, he died by suicide and alone. He saw his friend's body he used to drive forklifts with. He shot himself in the head after one of the night shifts. He saw the hate in the cop's face, he searched me for drugs. I saw my own hair blowing in the wind like feathers from a dove. I heard my ears ringing from fists on Jersey and Colfax. I'm losing my breath, now I got chest tubes, my lungs collapse. Heavy phone calls, stray bullets and rock throwing. North side, south side, white gray get stabbed up just for going. Broken screws in my knee, deflated basketballs and surgery. My friend gave me a stuff that took his life and departed to eternity. Basketball game, night fight, stealing rims and selling weed. Now I'm getting jumped on King Street, I'm 12 watching my ear bleed. Saw a man get stabbed to death at Berkeley when I was 10. I see a child escaping a fantasy and realize I'm him. Trauma you can't solve it, but you can release and acknowledge it. He stopped ignoring his body, his emotions, he felt all of them. He felt anxiety in his stomach and guilt in his fists. He breathed and listened, that's when he finally heard Chris. He was back in his childhood kitchen, he saw the yellow laminate. He ran up the stairs and found Chris hiding in the cabinet. I put my sword down, I saw I was protecting my inner child. I wiped the tears from his face and said, hey, it's been a while. I said it's all over, I love you, it's safe now. Those things never should have happened to you, I'm here, it's okay now. I see you and I hear you, you always tried your best. You're a survivor, you no longer need to hide, you deserve rest. It's okay to feel lonely, your feelings are valid, kid. What happened to you was not your fault, you overcame challenges. I honor our journey together, thank you for teaching me. Thank you for your courageous yell, it was reaching me. Our ancestors are in each cell of our body. I found the inner children of my parents, we held each other sobbing. We gave each other permission to heal, in my soul I felt the spark. We left the old home holding hands and started getting dark. Me and Lil Chris were rapping, laughing in exchange of bars. We all enjoyed the sunset and together counting stars.
Paulo's path. Paulo's path. Paulo's path. Paulo's path.
I'm back cracking the nutty, holding my nuts in my mouth, a toothbrush. I've been through battles, I've been through wars, but never had my soul crushed. Legends know me, I'm holding demons' horns like they're trophies. Awareness is in the DeLorean, pumping rebel by Bowie. HE double hockey sticks can't hold me, block evil like goalie. An atheist was talking shit, I hit him with bars and left him holy. I'm rocking guys like Ragnarok, I write with the hammer low-key. My flow rabies, I leave the pop filter broken and foamy. I got people who roll me off, now texting like they know me. They chasing clout, I think something fishy like anchovy. But I'm still that cracker rapper that's bony with acne like pepperoni. These puppets lying on my name like Pinocchio, they're so nosy. I fry the streets like bologna, set them free cause a homie's a homie. I eat a beat like macaroni, please sing along like karaoke. I used to rap alone in my home fighting bandits like Macaulay. That's how I developed this style so sick like E. coli or coli. Science is still trying to diagnose my pen as a bioweapon cause it glows in the low light. Flow hot like blow dry, you don't wanna battle and I know why. I'll bury you in a stack of rhymes like an avalanche snow slide. At bad vibes I throw light, you got bad rhymes you wrote twice. You don't see me moving but I'm coming like a fucking strobe light. Me, I know why, my soul grew wings I so fly. I follow the magic in the path that the crow flies. Despite it all I found wisdom deep in the depths of hell. When you lose the power of the truth, that really is the depths of hell. The devil is a salesman, his skills are exceptional, but we fight with music, I fight him with decibels. Suffering is being in front of beauty, you can't enjoy it. Someone blasting words like missiles at your walls to destroy them. Learn to dance with the devil, that's an expression of joy. The most dangerous thing you can do is simply accepting your joy. Dance beyond yourself, plant seeds in the wound of the garden. Keep yourself moving, petrified wood only hardens. I don't want perfection, give me fullness, I am flawed. I am not a cure, I'm still bleeding through the gauze. I walked into my wound and brought back the gift of healing. I sat with my silence until it started speaking. I stared at the ground and realized it was breathing. I surrendered to chaos and finally started feeling.
Paulo's path. Paulo's path. Paulo's path. Paulo's path.
They say where you been, I've been writing 100 songs. They say look under the surface, there's more that's going on. It serves alienation, the antidote is you belong. I've been healing myself in a quantum way, I hope it heals you too. Flow fresh like an autumn day, putting foils on antennas, trying to get the signal through. Smash a reaper in the door, trying to get a sickle through. Depression, I am sick of you, sick thoughts will sicken you. Till the vampires know, I don't want to interview. This industry feeds on blood, the dinner is you. I'm bumping park, I got demons in my rear view. Milligrams in the gutter and I'm pouring out the liquor too. I'm back at the market, she said you found the little you. I see you forgave others, but have you forgiven you? You can add more to your life by subtracting some things. I went deep in my heart, I was lacking some things. I found the attic in my soul, I healed hidden chapters. I climbed up and found love carved in the rafters. I am the emergence from a beautiful rupture. I trained my wolves to hunt the light instead of destruction. I found battle, I stared into the eyes of the Morrigan. I healed in the rain, I love the rain, let it pour again. I rode through sticks of hell, I had my oars in. I finally feel like I'm living, life give me more of it. I'm still so lost in exactly where I should be. If you wanna find me, I'm in a forest where the woods be. Find me where the fog be, walking with curiosity. Will you focus on Versace? I mean hummus and broccoli. Who do I think I am? I think it's pretty simple. I'm simply a ripple of a ripple. Pain makes a healer, every healer's had pain. If you can make art, you can heal you the same. I'm finally back at the haunted sycamore tree. I smelled her perfume and spirits. I said you're a gift to me. The tree that never wrote a poem is the greatest poet. You kept my spirits high when they plummeted the lowest. Each feather is a quill, how many pens are on a crow? Is each bird countless poems in the sky? I wanna know. She said it's all one poem, the outlook is yours. The bird never doubts her song, so why you doubt yours? I said my pen got a full clip, I let all of it go. 100 fucking songs came out of this skull. My shit's so real, 5 people in my DMs diagnosed me. I died to the world long ago, every album is post me. I don't doubt me, I'm still trying to get to know me. And when I transcend, I hope you have a cipher with the ghost me. She said if you run from the past, you'll only find fear. She said you'll find the answers and what brings you to tears. I said every moment I spent with you was a miracle. I follow petals and miracles, I saw my soul unfold. 100 songs on a willow, 100 dreams in my pillow, 100 blessings to my enemies who still wish me ill though. A tree extended a branch in my mind and said hello. Lil' Chris grabbed my hand and we walked into the willow.
Paulo's path.
100 enemies who still wish me ill though. The tree extended a branch in my mind and said hello. Lil Chris grabbed my hand and we walked into the willow.
Paulo's path.
100 songs on a willow, 100 dreams in my pillow, 100 blessings to my enemies who still wish me ill though. The tree extended a branch in my mind and said hello. Lil Chris grabbed my hand